In every office, from the loud typist to the chronic gossip, there's always someone testing your patience. You've sat through the endless meetings, listened to self-serving chatter, and nodded along to thinly veiled criticisms. Office politics and annoying coworkers aren't new. They're as old as work itself. So, what if the answer wasn't about changing them, but changing yourself? Stoicism, the ancient philosophy practiced by Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, offers powerful tools to handle the daily grind with a steelier resolve. Let's explore how Stoicism transforms not just your reaction, but your very perception of workplace chaos. So start with our first lesson, which is treat patience as an invisible shield. Imagine you're in a tense meeting and a coworker interrupts you yet again. The frustration rises, and your natural instinct is to push back, assert yourself, and reclaim your voice. But instead of reacting, picture an invisible shield surrounding you. This shield is made of patience, thick, resilient, and unbreakable. You don't let their interruption get through. Patience isn't just waiting for the storm to pass. It's understanding that the storm doesn't have to touch you. Patience, according to the Stoics, is more than a passive quality. It's a deliberate act of self-control, a conscious choice to rise above the chaos and remain calm. Each time someone tests your limits or pushes your buttons, visualize that shield. By letting their actions bounce off you, you keep control of your peace. Over time, you'll notice something interesting. Your shield doesn't just protect you, it starts to influence others. People will see that you can't be rattled, and they'll back down. That shield of patience quietly commands respect without you having to say a word. In the office, patience isn't just a tool. It's your silent, powerful armor. Let others fume, stress, or try to provoke you. With your shield in place, their actions won't reach you. You'll walk through each day steady, unbothered, and ultimately in control of your inner state, regardless of the office drama that unfolds around you. Second, view every annoyance as a mental push-up. Think of your coworker who constantly dumps last-minute tasks on you, or the one who subtly undermines your efforts. It feels exhausting, like a constant mental weight pressing down on you. But what if you saw these annoyances as opportunities, not setbacks? Each annoying moment is like a mental push-up, strengthening your patience and resilience. Just as physical exercise makes your muscles stronger, mental challenges build your ability to remain calm and focused under pressure. Stoicism encourages us to see adversity as fuel for growth. Every interruption or petty office drama is a chance to train your mind, much like an athlete trains their body. The next time someone irritates you, don't just react. Pause, take a breath, and remind yourself that this is a mental exercise. With each push-up, your endurance for stress builds. This mindset shift won't happen overnight. Just like with physical training, consistency is key. But the more you practice, the stronger you'll become. Soon, those same annoyances that used to drain you will have less impact. You'll find that the things that once threw you off your game no longer get a reaction. You'll be mentally fit, ready to handle whatever office challenges come your way, with a calm and steady mind that can't be easily shaken. Third, treat each obstacle as a filter. Office politics can be exhausting, especially when you feel like you're constantly navigating through obstacles. But instead of seeing these challenges as barriers, consider them as filters. Each challenge at work sifts through the people around you, revealing their true nature. Imagine a project with a tight deadline where tensions rise. Some coworkers buckle under pressure, cutting corners or throwing others under the bus. Others step up, showing integrity and grit. By viewing these moments as filters, you stop taking the tension personally. Instead, you watch and learn who your real allies are and who is simply playing the game for personal gain. The Stoics believe that obstacles are not only tests of character, but also revealers of it. As you face each office challenge, notice who reacts with courage, who remains calm, and who resorts to shortcuts. By observing rather than reacting, you use each obstacle as a lens to gain clarity about the people around you. This mindset shift allows you to move through challenges with a sense of purpose. Instead of getting bogged down by office politics, you rise above it, allowing each obstacle to refine your understanding. You come away stronger, wiser, and more discerning about who you choose to align with in your professional journey. Fourth, think of annoying people as unpaid teachers. Every office has that person who tests your patience, disrupts your flow, or challenges your ideas. Instead of seeing them as annoyances, imagine them as teachers in disguise. Unpaid, perhaps, but valuable all the same. Stoicism teaches that we can grow from every challenge, including difficult people. Your disruptive coworker might be teaching you patience, your demanding manager might be helping you set boundaries, and the office gossip might be your lesson in staying focused. Each interaction becomes a chance to build inner resilience, shifting from frustration to quiet strength. This approach empowers you. Instead of being at the mercy of irritating personalities, you're learning from them, gaining tools that make you stronger. Your difficult colleague is no longer an obstacle but a valuable lesson. Over time, these teachers lose their power to disrupt your peace. Each one has something to offer, and as you embrace this perspective, you find that you can stay calm and collected no matter the circumstances. This way, you not only neutralize their impact, but also come out better equipped to handle any challenges that follow. You'll no longer react to others' actions, and instead, calmly absorb each lesson, gaining insights and skills that will serve you well beyond the walls of your office. Fifth, see reputation as a reflection, not reality. In the workplace, reputation is often seen as everything. But according to Stoic philosophy, reputation is merely a reflection of others' perceptions and not an ultimate measure of who you truly are. Focus on your actions, not on the labels others attach to you. Your reputation is beyond your control, but your integrity is within it. When a coworker spreads rumors or misinterprets your actions, resist the urge to defend yourself endlessly. Instead, focus on your behavior, knowing that your character speaks louder than gossip. In the Stoic view, reputation is just noise, an echo of what others think. When you let go of needing to manage that echo, you free yourself from an exhausting, endless game of image control. This doesn't mean you ignore it completely. Maintaining a good name can be important in some scenarios, but it should never come at the expense of your inner peace. The goal is to value your truth over what others might assume or misunderstand about you. By focusing on integrity rather than perception, you keep your energy for what truly matters, your actions and principles. Ultimately, your inner clarity and authenticity will show through, even if some fail to recognize it. Let go of reputation and hold fast to integrity. This shift allows you to focus on what's within your power, moving with purpose and authenticity, no matter what others say. Sixth, what if to prepare, not panic? We all face the anxiety of the unknown, especially in a workplace filled with uncertainty. What if they blame me for this mistake? What if I don't get that promotion? These thoughts can spiral into panic, but instead of letting what if fuel your anxiety, use it as a tool for preparation. The Stoics were masters of preparing for life's uncertainties without letting fear dictate their actions. They embraced the idea of premeditatio malorum, or imagining the worst-case scenario to better handle it. This doesn't mean you dwell in pessimism, but rather that you mentally prepare for challenges in a way that reduces their emotional impact. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? If that occurs, how would you deal with it? By facing these questions head-on, you strip them of their power to induce panic. You plan, not from a place of fear, but from a place of calm readiness. What if you do miss that promotion? How will you pivot? What if you are blamed unfairly? How can you respond with integrity? By turning what if into an opportunity to prepare rather than a trigger for anxiety, you reclaim control. You stop being paralyzed by the unknown and start moving with intention, ready for whatever outcome the office environment throws your way. In this way, you transform anxiety into actionable steps, gaining confidence in your ability to navigate through uncertainty. With each deliberate preparation, you reinforce your mental resilience, ensuring that when challenges arise, you are equipped to face them head-on. Seventh, remember, today's crisis is tomorrow's story. When you're engulfed in a crisis at work, perhaps a project falls apart last minute or a heated argument breaks out during a meeting. It feels insurmountable. The stress surges, emotions run high, and it seems as if this moment will define you. Yet, the Stoics teach us that today's crisis is merely a chapter in the larger narrative of your life. Consider a time when you faced overwhelming pressure, whether it was a looming deadline or a tense interaction with a superior. In that moment, It felt like the weight of the world rested on your shoulders, crushing you beneath its demands. But fast forward to now, how relevant is that moment? More often than not, the urgency fades, leaving behind merely a memory. The ability to zoom out and see the bigger picture is a hallmark of Stoic resilience. Each crisis you encounter shapes your story, but it does not have to define it. When faced with overwhelming situations, remind yourself that these challenges are temporary. They're not the end. They're just part of your journey. Allow yourself to acknowledge the gravity of the moment while simultaneously stepping back, recognizing that you are the author of your own story. As time passes, the immediate stress will dissipate, and you will gain valuable insights. This perspective allows you to engage with crises without being consumed by them. When you frame challenges as fleeting experiences rather than permanent marks, you cultivate resilience. Embrace today's crisis as a stepping stone to future growth, shaping a story that reflects not only your struggles but also your strength in overcoming them. 8th, set boundaries for your peace, not approval. In the labyrinth of office politics, it's easy to feel pressure to please everyone. The unspoken expectation to be accommodating can lead to a gradual erosion of your peace. You might find yourself saying yes to extra tasks, attending meetings you dread, or tolerating unnecessary drama, all in pursuit of approval. Yet, in this quest, you often lose sight of your own well-being. The Stoics understood that true peace comes from within, not from external validation. Imagine the scene. A colleague approaches you with yet another request that will stretch your already limited time. Instead of immediately agreeing out of fear of disappointing them, pause. Ask yourself, what will this decision cost me? Is this aligned with my values? By considering your priorities first, you begin to establish the boundaries that will protect your inner calm. Boundaries are not walls. They are guidelines that define how you want to be treated and what you will accept in your life. When you set boundaries, you reclaim control over your time and energy. This is not about being selfish. It's about honoring your needs. By learning to say no, you prioritize your mental space, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. In your professional life, it may feel uncomfortable at first. You might face resistance or disapproval, but remember, you're not setting boundaries to gain approval. You're doing it to safeguard your peace. The strength of your resolve will resonate with others, often inspiring them to respect your limits. Over time, you cultivate an environment that values your well-being, creating space for growth and fulfillment. 9th, treat interruptions as time gifts. In the hustle of a demanding work environment, interruptions often feel like unwelcome intrusions, derailing your focus and disrupting your flow. You might find yourself sighing in frustration as a colleague barges in with a question or a phone call interrupts your train of thought. But what if you reframed these moments as gifts of time instead? The Stoics believe that how we perceive events shapes our reactions. Each interruption presents a unique opportunity to pause and reset. Consider this. Every time someone interrupts you, it's a chance to reassess your priorities and take a moment to breathe. Instead of viewing these disruptions as nuisances, see them as invitations to step back, reflect, and adjust your mental state. For example, when a coworker interrupts your task, instead of feeling irritation rise within you, ask yourself what this moment offers. Is it an opportunity to engage, share ideas, or collaborate? Perhaps it's a reminder to take a break from relentless productivity and reconnect with those around you. In this light, interruptions transform from bothersome distractions to valuable intermissions. By adopting this perspective, you cultivate resilience in the face of chaos. You learn to control your response, choosing to embrace the pause rather than resisting it. As you begin to view interruptions as gifts, you'll notice a shift in your emotional landscape. Your stress levels decrease, and your ability to navigate office dynamics improves. Each moment of disruption becomes a lesson in patience and adaptability, ultimately enhancing your productivity and well-being. 10th, see every person as a chapter in your story. In the chaotic realm of the workplace, each interaction with a colleague can feel like an endless loop of frustration or joy. You might find yourself entangled in conflicts, or alternatively, feeling uplifted by camaraderie. However, it's crucial to recognize that every person you encounter is not just a character in your daily life. They are chapters in your evolving story. Consider the coworker who consistently challenges your ideas, or the one who offers unwavering support? Instead of viewing them solely through the lens of immediate impact, positive or negative, acknowledge their roles in your larger narrative. Stoicism encourages us to embrace each relationship as a learning experience, shaping our character and worldview. Each chapter introduces new lessons. The difficult colleague teaches resilience and adaptability. The supportive team member illustrates the power of collaboration and trust. By framing your interactions this way, you gain insight into your journey, realizing that no encounter is wasted. You're crafting a rich narrative filled with diverse experiences that contribute to your growth. As you navigate your professional landscape, remind yourself that these chapters are transient. People come and go, but the wisdom gained from each relationship endures. Allow these encounters to refine your understanding of human nature, prompting you to evolve continually. Ultimately, by seeing every person as a chapter in your story, you cultivate gratitude for each interaction, whether pleasant or challenging. You become the author of your life, weaving together a tale rich with experiences that fortify your character and shape your future. Embrace every chapter, knowing that they all contribute to the masterpiece of who you are becoming. As you navigate the complexities of office politics and the challenges posed by annoying coworkers, remember that true power lies within your perspective. Each lesson learned empowers you to reclaim your peace, strengthen your resilience, and craft your narrative with intention. Embrace interruptions, set boundaries, and view every interaction as a chance for growth. The path may be fraught with difficulties, but by applying these Stoic principles, you can transform frustration into fortitude. Curious about how to further harness your inner strength? Explore our other videos for insights that will propel you forward. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel and stay updated on our journey together.